At ManeStream, we offer both recreational equestrian activities and equine-assisted physical, occupational, and speech therapy for children and adults with special needs.
Audrey is 7 years old and she loves horses. She'll go up to complete strangers and go like this and they'll think, what is she trying to tell me? And I have to explain that's the sign for horse. Ready? Oh. Audrey doesn't have a real diagnosis, but sometimes the neurologist will use the term static encephalopathy. It has that word static in there and that scares me.
What do you want to do? You want to jump? Okay, can you say it with your sign too, please? Good girl, that was great.
The biggest challenge that she has is because she has trouble speaking. She can't speak. She can say only 10 or 15 words articulately. Even though she's 7 years old chronologically, developmentally, she's more like 2.5 years old.
You do it. You're right, the bunny hops. You gotta say hop. Do your H. Nice, good job.
The movement of the horse serves to strengthen muscles that help with speech, and each time the horse takes a step, the motor pathways in the brain are stimulated. It is this stimulation of the brain from the horse's movement that is the reason we get better and quicker results with equine-assisted speech therapy.
Are you ready for another picture?
Speech allows us to communicate what we need or want, the full range of our emotions. Just imagine if your child could not say, I love you.
As her parent, I worry, is she not going to be able to learn after a certain point? But when I see her starting to develop, and I see her going through all the normal developmental stages just slower, I get a lot of hope.
Oh, what do you say when you give him hugs? You tell him? You tell him, say, I love you. That's right. I love you, Prince. Audrey uses the front of her mouth more so than she does the back of her mouth. And today was surprising because today she said the G sound, which is the G sound, which is the back sound. You say? Awesome! You got all the sounds. Good job. Ready? Set.
Go.
Those are two G sounds. She did it twice.
Did you say go?
That's right, 2 times.
Go, good job.
Brian is 15 and he's in a program for autistic children.
Children with special needs are often very limited in recreational opportunities. Recreation is an essential element for us as human beings to maintain a good quality of life. It's not only physically challenging, but it helps with psychological, social, and emotional development.
As soon as he saw the horses, he just had a big smile on his face, and as soon as he got on, I knew everything would be okay. His balance has come a long way since he's been on the horse. You know, it's really helped with riding a bike. He's able to ride a bike now, and he's so used to people taking care of him. I think it's a big difference now that he's able to take care of something else and, you know, feel like he has a purpose. It makes us so happy to see him have the opportunity to do things that the typical child would just take for granted, you know, and made a necklace, you know, like I would with my other son. But just seeing Brian with the necklace on and showing me and being proud that he was able to do that meant a lot.
Parents talk to me and say, this is the best part of the week. They wake up extra early on Saturday morning because they know their lesson is today.
Did you have fun with Prince? She wakes up every morning and signs horse, and I have to say, no, we're not going to ride today.
This year is a very exciting year for us. We're celebrating 40 years of providing excellent programming for people with special needs.
Looking back on ManeStream, I just couldn't be more thrilled that it has developed into what it is, and that it's got future plans which will take it even further to much wider pastures even than it has right now.
We need to raise 80% of our budget every year through fundraising alone. The donors are really the ones that are responsible for making the program stay alive.
Families of children with special needs are incredibly strapped for cash. We would never be able to afford bringing her to ManeStream if it wasn't for the fact that ManeStream is such wonderful support from the community.
It's their gifts that make it possible for children to come here and walk out of the door better than they walked in.
The riders here have talents and abilities that nobody's really identified yet. Unless we have places like ManeStream to provide therapy and development opportunities for these kids, we'll never know what we're missing.
I really, truly love working with all the different riders that I see during the course of a week. They're some of the most inspiring people I've ever met. I love their accomplishments and how much they mean to them. I just really love what I do.
Say, I love you.
No. I love you too. I'll see you soon, okay?
ManeStream exists to improve the quality of life for individuals with special needs. People who use wheelchairs sit high above everyone else. Those who have difficulty walking stride across fields. Those who cannot speak communicate silently and make themselves understood, all on the back of a horse. On the ManeStream farm, we believe that what you can do is far more important than what you cannot do.